question most estranged parents ask me. First question, how do I get my child back? Well, I always say it depends. It's not as easy as here's an answer, because if there it was a simple answer, then it would be done to everyone who is estranged. But unfortunately, when you have a narcissistic in-law or partner of your child, the rules are different. The game is different. It is not just a one size fits all. It's what have you done before? What are you accused of? How have you handled it? How have they pushed back and made it worse? What rules have they enforced? What boundaries have they set? Um, there's a plethora of things that go into the determining of how do I get my adult child to come back again? There's no easy answer. But what's important is to not go backwards. I always talk in baby steps. Baby steps is a heart on a text, a like in a post or something. It's a tiny little step. They're present, they're listening, right? If you don't have that, you can't go from zero to get my child back, right? It's baby steps to build trust. And it's not just build trust for your child, it's for you to build trust in knowing that if you go back into this fray of crazy, that you're not going to be thrown out again in 5 minutes. So it's how do I trust them that this is not going to happen again? How do I trust that they will, explain to me if there's a boundary that I've crossed? All of those things are factors. Now, some people have gotten explanations. Of course, they're lies, false allegations, and the explanations are always just a multi-pack of crazy, right? And the more accusations that they've thrown at you, the more hurdles that you're going to have to almost prove yourself worthy to come back in some cases. Every case is different. Estrangement itself is different. It could be you still see them once in a while, but they just don't sound like your child anymore. Estrangement could be nothing, absolute total silence, no, nothing with the grandchildren, nothing with your child, and they might live next door or on the block, right? There's so many different levels. It's if you've been estranged for 3 months versus 3 years versus 10 years. It's really hard to knock down a door and make any baby steps when you've been in this for 10 years. And I'm not saying, that I have not seen reconciliations after that long, but you've got to open the door. And it's not a, wee, the door's open, hi, they're back. It is a baby step, depending on what you've been through, what you've been accused of, what you're allowed to defend, because some people don't get that at all. They know nothing of why they're cut off. They have nothing to defend because there's total silence. And so when we're looking at how do we get them back, it's baby steps. And it's not just going to their needs, it's what do you need? And a lot of parents don't put that into the equation. They're willing to do anything, and that's good. But it's also not looking at what you need. And to me, when I coach people, the what you need is not going to be the obstacle to getting your child back, right? It's going to be a part of the puzzle. It's going to be, you know what? If they keep treating me like this doesn't feel good. I've got to set a boundary. They can set boundaries on you. Why can't you set something back? Why can't you say, I will not tolerate being screamed at that way? Just a simple boundary. Again, the reason parents don't want to do that is because if you set a boundary like that, off with your head and you're gone again, right? So it's like, again, the ultimate walking on eggshells, right? That's what we always talk about with narcissistic abuse. It is tiptoeing through the eggshells and making sure that you are literally not making another mistake as you do this. Because so many parents use normal logic, normal speak, and make a lot of mistakes. And it's not intentional. It's just the way you did it. It's the way you did it before. And now you've got someone else in the game here. They're calling the shots. And unfortunately, your child has been brainwashed, has been convinced through gaslighting and coercive control that you are the enemy and that they are the protector of your child and possibly your grandchildren to make sure that you, wicked person, don't ever get access to your child or the grandchildren. It's different. It's different when you've got grandchildren versus not having grandchildren. Most parents that I work with are like, take my kid, just give me back my grandchildren. They're so upset with their own child that um, they're willing to bypass their child to see it. It doesn't work that way. They also wish that they could see their grandchildren or their child without the narcissist involved. And unfortunately, that also doesn't happen very often because that's asking them to give up control, them to give up the control to dictate the narrative, to twist the things that you say when you're with your child, right? If they are not there, your child might hear the truth. Your child might actually confess, hey, mom, hey, dad, this is really weird. I didn't know marriage was like this. I hate being separated from you, but she gets or he gets so upset when I do talk to you that it's more peaceful when I go along with them. Different scenarios are the way to look at it when you're looking at how do I get my child back? Because in some situations you can do it. Some react really well to compliment, some narcissists, like just, oh, you're so wonderful. And, a lot of parents have tried that and it doesn't work, while others react very well to it. It's just a hit or miss, right? You try it, it didn't work, but you keep on trying different strategies and different things to open that door, that baby step. Without the baby step, you're not talking to your kids. So try not to end to the, jump to the end of the thing. How do I make progress? Should be your mind. How do I just move from A to B and then down the alphabet until I see my child, right? Think about it in that perspective. It's not as simple as how do I get my estranged child back? I have seen a lot of reconciliations in my years of coaching, unexpected, sometimes years later, sometimes because they're getting a divorce, sometimes because they're just done with the other partner, and other reasons out of the blue. They just come back. So I just wanted to answer that question for you today because it's on every parent's mind, but it's not as simple. Now, if you are estranged and you're trying to figure this out, my book, Estranged by Lies, How Narcissistic Partners Use Power and Control to Destroy Your Family, is going to be a guidebook for those things that don't make a mistake. Don't do this. Be careful of this. Try this. If they say this, this is what they mean. All of those things are going to make you into a more educated, but also empowered. You're going to be empowered to realize, A, you're not alone. This is happening to everyone. What? But it's also going to give you the tools to see, oh, I'm holding on to shame. I'm holding on to guilt. I'm holding on to fear. That's blocking the energy to getting your kid back. And so there's so many things that go into this, but this is Tracy Malone. I am a coach and I coach people all over the world about their estrangements, and I help people get their kids back and help not make more mistakes. You can find the link to my website down below, narcissistabusesupport.com. Do a session with me. Figure out, are you on the right path? Or should I guide you and say, try this? Have you done that yet? It's worth a try. I am here. Thank you so much.